Kakita. Your sleepy witch has descended from the stars. Hello, hello, starshines. It is I, your discerning star color shape, Sleepy Stellaria, here to soothe your hearts, help grant your wishes, play your OTOME games. We are back with day 2 of the OTOME Games Celebration with Winking Corvid's Love Limit. You should check out the showcase on Steam, which is pinned and has 140 plus games, featuring demos, upcoming stuff, free games like Love Limit. This game is free. And we're gonna see if we find love with an alien, which is a little bit relevant to our interests. Hi Nimby, hi Bubby, hi JC, hi Wilty. I hope everyone is doing well. Please forgive my somewhat flat affect. I'm hoping it will get better as we go on during stream, but the sleepy is not doing that great today, and that is one of the first things for me to go is just sort of this more monotone voice, but I am trying to be conscious of it. That's like more than one. I can only count to 4 though, but there is at least more than one, you're right. But I'm ready to have fun with you guys and check out the game. It looks very cute and I love seeing all these OTOME games. It's like being in the library. What did he mean by this? What did the bubs mean by this? Barry, do you want to play League? Not right now. Right now I'm playing Love Limit, the soft voice. Oh. If I need to turn myself up, I will. Trying to be conscious of it, of the volume and the monotone, but that's okay. We're gonna do our best. I'm excited. It doesn't sound like I'm excited, but I'm excited because Love Limit looks really cute. All the games look really cute. And every game I picked this week looks really cute, but I love aliens. Obviously, I am from Saturn, of course. Although I'm assuming in this game, music could be slightly lowered. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I think I'll also bump up my gain a little bit, just to a lot for that. Right, but for all intents and purposes, I'm assuming our role as the protagonist is an Earthling, so we're not the alien today. We're not the alien today. You know, if you ever read or watched Dandadan, one of the protagonists, Okarun, talks about how he used to, like, beg for aliens to come beam him up and be his friends. And I did that a lot too. I used to be like, aliens, come get me. I'm so sick of it here. I would do that a lot. So finding love with an alien sounds like a dream come true to me. I also used to want to be kidnapped by like the Fae. That's a story for another time. That's not relevant here. I say League because you're so picky and I just want to play thing and hang out with you, Bubby Chew. I haven't played League in a hot minute anyway. Okay, Love Limit. We got this cute Space Invaders type deal here with our little alien Sushimasa. Gonna shoot him with love. We have 2 credits. Apparently this game is only 3 to 4 hours long, excuse me. So depending on how stream goes, maybe we can even finish it. Kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. I would like to. We shall see. Play all episodes. Special features. Ooh. Get to see some credits. Oh, it was made with Renpy. You love to see it. It was part of OTOME Jam 2024. If you don't know what OTOME Jam is, it's like any other games jam, but for OTOME games, where you have like a set deadline to completely make a game from scratch and submit it. Game jams are very cool. Hi Zaku. Game jams are very cool. Nuna did just about everything here. It's pretty neat. It inspires me for if I ever eventually make a VN. Oh, I'm drinking coffee right now. The last dregs of my third cup of coffee slide down my throat like cold brown sludge. I'm done. Officially, we're getting the bill and going home. Please, Aaron, let's wait a little more. I'm sure he has a great reason for being late. Starshines, are you someone who tends to be early, on time, or a little bit late? Or maybe a lot a bit late? How would I know? I'm someone where I feel anxious if I'm not early. Exactly, yeah, I get stressed out if I'm not early. I gotta be at least like 10-15 minutes early, depending on what it is. Sometimes earlier, like half an hour. You always try to be right on time, though some occasions are different. See, I like to be early, and then I have to psych myself up for whatever the thing is that I have to do. If it's like meeting up with friends, I need the whistling in this song caught me so off guard. Because Asphy whistles and gets my attention, which we got from Final Fantasy X. So it just starting, I was like, huh? Am I being called? No, I'm not. Anyway. It's not important, but I have to hype myself up before like everything ever because I'm anxiety personified, so I need to be early. Plus, I don't want to make anyone wait. If you're early, you're on time, exactly. That's what you said 2 refills ago. And I meant it as much then as I do now. He swore he'd come. I need to try and do a different voice. I'm assuming we're Lynn. Never mind, we're Aaron. Because we got set up on a blind date. Alright. Yeah, well, I don't know what ghost you set me up with, but I agreed to a date. One date, Lynn. I gesture at the coffee shop around us. And all I got this afternoon was ridiculously overpriced caffeine at $3.50 when I could have made some at home for free. True that. True that. Coffee at home is so good. I like to try different coffee shops or like featured seasonal drinks, but most of the time I'd rather just make my coffee at home. At least they offered free refills? Considering the server glared like she could vaporize me whenever she came over, I paid in stress for each refill. I think she would have been less annoyed if we ordered food. My sister slouches back in her chair at the choice look I give her. We're stuck in this cafe because I humored her. She's had so much success playing matchmaker among her friends that my time finally came around. Ah, Sis is playing Cupid. Would you ever go on a blind date, Starshines? Or have you been on a blind date? And as it's what she wants to do professionally, I caved after her endless poking and prodding. I know today isn't going as planned, but can't we try to see the bright side of things? For starters, we got a good walk-in. You mean that thing I do every morning on my way to work? You don't have to be blind during the drive, Barry. That got me done. I'm not good with strangers at all either. And as a walker, you'd know anything could have happened to your date while he was on his way here. Oh, really? Such as... anything. A car accident, a robbery, or a family emergency. What if he missed the bus and had to hitchhike? That's fine, I hope dinner was good. Good job cleaning dishes. Yippee cheesecake! Nom 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 nom, enjoy it. There's her overactive imagination going wild again. For 2 hours? For all we know, all those incidents happened in succession. Imagine if his leg got caught in a grinder, or a car splashed his new clothing with mud, or... Then he should be mature enough to let me know. These 2 hours of my life aren't coming back. Okay, I understand, but please for me, can't we wait 30 more minutes? I worked so hard to set this up. I'm just saying, 2.5 hours with no communication is redonkulous. Yeah, no, I'd rather go home. The only thing waiting for us at home is that stream you were watching. Is this calling you the stream you were watching? Like this one right now, mayhaps? And the total solace of relaxing in my bed. Come on, that 24-hour fish stream isn't going anywhere. It's not even important. How dare you? Hello?
The streamer watching mayhaps of your sleepy witch.
Exactly. 24-hour fish stream sounds fun. It's super important. Somebody needs to ring the doorbell so those fish can migrate. This is why I'm concerned about you. Nobody else is spending their entire weekend on that. They go out and meet people, have grand adventures, get married, have 19 kids. So, you know, there were over 100 people in the live stream before we left. That's even more concerning. Pass me your phone, please. Maybe he sent a message in the app? I slide my phone across the table towards my sister. Whoa, charge your phone. Why do you always walk around with 20% battery? She's always playing Uma Musume. It was at 50% before we left. It has been 2 hours. My sister just shakes her head. 2 taps later, the Greed Up logo flashes across the screen. I left everything from my password to creating my profile in the app to Lynn. Oh, lame. There are no messages from him. Whoever my sister set me up with, it's clear they aren't coming. If anything, the hours I've waited for a total stranger are more than generous at this point. While Lynn has put a ton of effort into this, I'm ready to call it quits. I'm getting coffee jitters, I'm hungry, and I have to work early tomorrow. I'd prefer to be at home relaxing in my bedroom than to spend even another $1 here. I've toughed it out thus far because Lynn means well, but is that enough? Do you think we should give it a little longer, Starshines? She said just 30 more minutes. I feel like we've already been here 2 hours. May as well. Hi, honey boo. Welcome on in. Today was long AF. Well, I'm glad you're here to chill and unwind with us. We're getting started with Love Limit. Our sister set us up on a blind date, and the dude hasn't shown up for 2 hours now. We're gonna wait 30 more minutes for him. What's 30 minutes to 2 hours? Right? Maybe we'll be at 10% battery by the time we're done. Today was very long. It was partly my own fault for me, but it was a long Tuesday. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. Again, I said this a little bit like when I first started, but please forgive my somewhat flat affect. It's been a long, tough day, and I can't quite shake it, so I'm okay. I just can't shake it yet. It kind of is like is a part of my mental stuff. Is one of my first things to go is my affect, which is the monotone and like lower tone sort of thing, talking. Tomorrow on Thursday off, let's go. Thank you. I know you guys wouldn't like be upset about it. That sounds silly, but I do want to address the elephant in the room because I'm not quite as sleepy-like in vocal expression today. A little bit for you, Kami Tanya. Not for me. Even when I'm feeling better, it's still hard to come back from. I'm not conscious of it. Thank you for the hug. I'm fine. I didn't want to just stand here like blah 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 and not address it. It felt awkward, you know what I mean, Jellybean? I don't think it's a problem. It's not a bad thing to have like your speech be on the more monotone side. I just know that for me it is a mental health thing. Or like if I get too stressed or overwhelmed. Or if I feel too sick, all sorts of things. Ugh. But I'm fine. I didn't want to worry anyone. I'm fine. It's just I can't help it right now. That's all. I head pat you. I head pat all of you. But yeah, I just didn't want to worry you guys. That's all. Stick around for 30 minutes. 30 minutes more. That's all they're getting. Following that, we're seriously leaving. Of course. Gosh, thank you so much. You're more invested in this than I am. Well, she wants to be a professional matchmaker, so she probably wants it all to go well. That won't be the case for long. He's super cute. Is he 2.5 hours waiting here cute? How do I tell my sister it takes vastly more than that to impress me? Or rather, how can I share that in a way she'd parse? My phone rings. I have a notification. Are those my dailies? Look, she really is an umadachi. She just like me for real. No, it's a message from him. My sister abandons her seat and squishes in next to me. Look, he said he's sorry for being so late and that he's stuck at work. I knew he wouldn't flake on you. And before the handsomest OTOME character appears. I mean, we'll see. This is great. He said he'll be done once he completes one last task. What kind of jerk tells you that 2 hours later? Maybe he's got a horrible boss? I could seriously make a novel out of all the excuses you give other people. Unfortunately for my sister, 30 minutes comes and goes without another word from my mysterious date. Oh, man. He'd better be sparkly at this point. Like Twilight sparkly. I collect my bags and pay the bill wordlessly. Lynn follows behind me like a sulking dog. Her head is down, her eyes are dewy. A copy of Dimitri Fire Emblem? I need that. I need that. Steven Universe Star Eyes. We're really going? Yes, we are. 30 minutes is 30 minutes. But he texted. Lynn, enough. You already agreed. Okay. This still sucks, though. Hi, Rose. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Look, you can set me up another date some other time, preferably with someone who actually shows up. I tug the cafe door open, but the world rumbles around me. At first, I fear I'm shaking profusely from all the caffeine I gulp down, but when everyone around me gasps, ducks under tables, and tucks into door frames, I think better of it. I think it might be a little more than a bump. I huddle my sister beneath a table, but she seizes my arm when I don't join her. Where are you going? To check outside? Get under the table. Enough people are recording on their phones that somebody will catch something. I'll be away for 5 seconds. That's all it takes. Her fingers dig into my arm and her eyes beg me to stay. Ayo, Rose got the 69. I can't leave. She's too terrified to be left alone. So, I joined her under the table. The sky outside turns red and the cafe's trembling intensifies. Glassware tumbles off shelves. Frame decor crashes into the ground. People cry out and cover their heads amidst the shatters and thuds. Screaming drowns out the rest. Well. What is that? What's happening? Oh God, what are those? My sister squeezes me as if holding on to me will save her life, but I peek out from under the table. Thousands of saucers descend from the crimson sky outside, each of them blurring that horrible noise I heard before the screaming started. What the hell? Are those spaceships? Oh my god! Catch that on camera! This is my chance to go viral! I can't breathe. The smooth metallic exteriors of each ship are terribly alien. Their engines blast purple flames. Oh, tokusatsu will be fun. Sis, are there really aliens? I don't know what else those could be. I squeeze back under the table with my sister and yank out my phone. My cricket feed explodes with chirps and chimes. The trending tags are all about aliens, spaceships, and the concerningly red sky. My timeline is an endless scroll of the descending spaceships from various angles in different countries. All the electronics in the cafe emit a horrendous screech. I drop my phone, but Lynn catches it. A live video overrides the social media app I was on. Featured in it is some man with a legion of soldiers behind him. Actually, he's on every screen in the vicinity. My sister pales. Uh-oh. Is our blind date an alien overlord? By now you think I know the optimal way to deliver these speeches. Someone shrouded in darkness whispers to the man on the broadcast. Huh? Are we live? Well, ahem. Hello, Earthians. My name is it say, Egan? And I'm the prince of the planet Ornthon. Oh, a prince, excuse me. I expect my name will be seared into your mind shortly, since I'm taking over this planet as its supreme overlord. Okay, both. I suggest you surrender within the hour. If you do not, then we shall continue our subjugation with force. Sleepy Overlord 1. Egan stares off screen. I fear what drew his attention, especially as I hear jet planes and helicopters. Right on cue as predicted. This shall be a quick lesson for those with dreams of resistance and grandeur. Gunfire erupts outside and the crimson sky flashes with red, orange, and white. Oh my goodness. They're firing at the ships outside. What? Already? I for one welcome our sleepy Saturnian overlord. I need an overlord outfit. I need an overlord outfit. So many outfit ideas for me, are there? My goodness. They vanish in a twinkling spray of particles most RPG attacks could only hope to emulate. You're welcome to waste your resources attacking us, but we shall absorb everything fired at us. Your world isn't the first to try a counterattack, and it won't be the last. As I have a prior engagement I'm over 2 hours late for. That's that's the end of this broadcast. Uh-huh. A gut-wrenching dread digs into my stomach hearing those words. My gaze slowly meets my sister's. She's paler and sweatier than when I last looked at her. Lynn, why are you so sweaty? Oh god. To the one I promised to meet, you have my sincerest apologies for the delay. As I've finished my business, I'm on my way. Look at that face. Look at that face. That might be your date. An image appears beside the figure on the broadcast. My face squints back at me. I seize my sister. Lynn, what is that photo of me? I'm sorry, he said he wasn't from here and I skimmed the paragraph he sent. The entire world is seeing a photo of me where I look like a bona fide cryptid caught in a sneeze, and that's all you have to say? He's the only guy in the app who said you look cute. Oof. You gave my information to an alien. But he's a super cute alien. I stare down at my phone. Egan waves enthusiastically at the camera. Aaron, I can't wait to meet you. Oh my... Bro. I curse in so many languages that my sister covers her ears. As the invaders descend from their spaceship into our city center, our governor throws himself at their feet.
Oh, wait, rather than surrender, there must be something else we could offer you.
You could stop delaying me, Scrimp. Move it, Scrimp.
But we should have a chance to save ourselves, please!
Egan taps his chin. Subjugating worlds is all that interests me, but my father has been on an awful bit about me settling down. So, I propose this. The champion of this world shall be the person I'm already scheduled to eat. Meat. Eat. What does it eat? Meat. Wah! Hello? I can't read either. Champion. I got so thrown by the champion of this world.
What? But you must pick someone who represents the people.
I already chose them. There's no better representation than that. I wheeze. My youthful years drain out of me from the immense stress of Egan's announcement. All conflicts on Ornthon are decided through duels between individuals. Only through triumphant victory can matters be settled. Demands are a victor's right, so if your champion can best me in a duel, I'll reconsider ruling this planet.
That's insane! You're up against some young person who has barely lived their life!
I've held a charge saber since the pleasant age of 2. That's no excuse.
Please reconsider. You can't place the fate of the world in some random citizen's hands.
My answer is final. Besides, my date already agreed to a duel. We can simply change what's at stake. I'm sorry, I what? I agreed to what? I don't know if that was part of this. I snatched my phone from my sister and furiously backread her chat and greet up. Egan sent an offensively long paragraph in which he speaks excitedly about the date and 30% of it. The rest is a glorified terms and services contract about a duel. Actually, he didn't agree to a date at all until we finished the duel that precedes the entire process.
It's time to duel!
Let me get this straight. Our sister thinks we're so desperate that we'd want to fight a man to see if he'd even give us the time of day. Alright. Did you actually read any of this? It's too long. I skimmed it. You know nobody ever actually reads paragraphs that long. Excuse you? Nah, I'd win.
Wait, please reconsider, please.
The broadcast cuts out. Everyone in the restaurant stares at me. If I sprint home right now, I think I can make it. That, or I can dig myself a hole deep enough to hide in until this passes. Gosh, can you believe this? I really can't. Actually, no, I don't want to. This isn't happening. You have plenty of life experience. Why was the governor so rude? I grab my sister and shake her. Is that the most important part of this situation right now? My sister's head bobs back and forth. She wobbles like a wet noodle. What am I going to do, Lynn? Date him? Duel him? Can you unscramble your brains for 3 seconds, please? The fate of the universe is in my hands. I can barely walk down the stairs without tripping, but you expect me to challenge an alien? Oh, real. Duet him. I lurch out from under the table, banging my head in the process. It's a bad look and certainly a terrible start. That is what social media has done to our attention spans. That's why people can only watch their movies on TikTok now in like 88 parts. Ah, damn it, we're making a run for it. But we already agreed to their terms. You agreed to his terms. You! There was no me in this equation. But I did all of this with your consent. I gave consent thinking you set me up with a normal... Forget it. We need to go. But you could duel him, sis. Buy time so he might catch the common cold, or some hackers can make a computer virus to shut off their ships or something. Now isn't the time for film references. I'm panicking here. I grab my sister's arm and rush for the door. It bangs open seconds before I reach it. Egan's shocking white hair, red eyes, and regal extraterrestrial garb appear before me. Why he look at me like that?
Aaron, I'm here for our duel.
No, please no. I duck behind the nearest plant. Unfortunately, it's way too skinny. Egan's gaze burns into me.
You are Aaron, yes?
Who, me? Oh, no. I don't know who that is.
But you're clearly her.
I scoop up some glasses I spy on a nearby table. Shoot, what's a good fake name? I'm sleepy. Erin is my cousin. She had to go home. A nasty bout of food poisoning got her.
Food poisoning? You Earthians put poison in your food?
No, we don't. I just meant...
Seems you've evolved beyond what Endel gave you credit for.
Wait, you're misunderstanding...
I'll keep that information in mind when sampling your local cuisine.
Egan whips out a device and flashes the horrible photo my sister dared set as my profile picture.
Are you certain the person in this image isn't you? It's a perfect match.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Fluff you. In what universe is that me?
I have my doubts, but I suppose if my date didn't show, then I'll move on.
Oh, thank goodness.
Seems I'm subjugating this planet ahead of schedule.
Oh no, that's worse. Hold on a moment. Theoretically, if I am Aaron, what do you plan to do?
Duel, of course.
But what does a duel entail?
As I'm at an advantage, I'd let the other party decide. It's part of custom.
Yowie duel. So it's not some duel to the death?
It can be. Is that what you Earthians like?
Wait, no snap judgments. I tug off the glasses. I am your duel partner.
So you are.
He's alarmingly radiant when he smiles. Oh no, he's a cutie.
I'm thrilled you've embraced the challenge, duel partner.
If I lose, are you seriously enslaving Earth?
Enslave is an inadequate term. I can't read. We aren't savages who'll doom you all.
By the sounds of that, perhaps everything will work out?
Instead, we'll bleed this planet of its resources and assimilate everyone who survives into Orthonian culture.
That's so much worse. But if I win, you'll spare this planet, right?
If those are your terms following the end of our duel, then yes.
In that moment, I recall everything I love and loathe about planet Earth. The odds are in favor of what I love, considering all my loved ones, friends, and favorite creatives live here with their friends and loved ones. Okay, I'll do it. We'll duel. My stomach is this face. My stomach is queasy with nerves at Egan's wolfish grin.
Perfect. Name your game. How we do combat is your decision.
I rack my mind for what an alien invader would be terrible at, and alternatively, anything I'm so eerily good at that it'd save humanity. The pressure is dually on since everyone who was under a table earlier is filming me now. I glance at my sister and she gives me a thumbs up. Okay, how about we try... Children's card game. It is Yu-Gi-Oh! It is Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I'd be better at a word game, but a children's card game is such a better answer. Wait, a duel, huh? Let's try a children's card game. His faces are really funny. The crowd surrounding us gasps, but a select few laugh or groan. I expected Egan to fall within the latter, but he smirks. Perfect choice. It is? Yes, it's been decades since I've had the pleasure. Wait. Oh my god. He runs his palm down his right arm from his wrist to his elbow, and a mechanical chime rings out in the cafe. There's no way he has a dual disc right now. An arc of light covers his forearm, and a dual platform latches into place with precise clicks. Assemble your deck, challenger. But I have no deck on hand. I didn't expect him to know what I was talking about, let alone be so prepared. On what other planet did he practice this that I don't have the advantage? And I bet it's too late to back out. Out of curiosity, is it possible to change the means we use to duel now? No, your first decision is final. Figured. Then you'll have to excuse me long enough for me to drop by my house and return. My old deck is at home under my bed. No need to dawdle. Egan whistles and 2 guards appear behind him. You're called, Supreme Leader. Fetch your cards. I'm brimming with anticipation for our battle, and I will not have it delayed. This is just Kaiba. And what, Supreme Leader? I like that Kaiba cosplayer on TikTok who's really funny. That's really vague, but I don't remember their handle. They vanish in a shower of light particles. Don't you need my address? But hopefully you might know which one I'm talking about, but it's really good. Thank you. Yes. I love that guy. I love when he stitches stuff as Kaiba, it's so good. We have that information, and Dell cataloged the details of every Earthian on this planet. There's so many privacy violations in that sentence. My brain tries to comprehend how they could have possibly accomplished that. But when I consider the number of corporations determined to squeeze every last detail out of everyone for advertising profit ventures, it suddenly makes a ton of sense. The zappy whoosh of the guards returning brings me back to reality. The aliens bought our data. Yes, go ahead. I'm excited for it.
I can't be beat, you punk. Prepare to lose. Now I call to the field, the mighty Yugi.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh yes! You're on!
you're on. Amazing. Did you guys know that I have the entirety of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged Yugi vs. Jaden rap battle memorized to this day? And it will never leave my head, ever. It'll never leave my head, ever. That is exactly the cosplayer. Yes, I can tell. Like, down to the dialogue. It's a problem. And sometimes the entire thing just gets stuck in my head. Right, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. This is it, Yugi. Me and you, the final battle, the duel that everyone's been waiting for. I'm not gonna hold back. You bet, Jaden. This is going to be super special awesome. I can't wait to see your strength. Well, alright then. Yugi, it's time to spit some rhymes. Bring it on, Jaden. Wait, what? Oh, you have got to be fluffing kidding me. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do I gotta Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel this beautiful alien man. They plop my box of cards onto the table. Let me know when your preparations are complete. I realize that I'm really doing this. I have no choice. I ease into the booth to swiftly rebuild my deck. Egan gives me some privacy. My hands shake terribly by the time I'm finished. Most of the rules are a jumbled mess in my head because of nerves. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. He joins me at the table, settling in comfortably across from me.
Then let us begin.
Egan draws a third of his deck on his first turn. I can barely keep up with the long stream of combos he strings together through a dozen cards. Oh god. By the time it gets to my turn, his side of the table is packed with cards that would be the envy of competitive players. How did he even get these in outer space? Oh man. I look at the opening hand I've drawn. I've never built any deck with tournament play in mind. I've always built silly themed decks full of rarely used shenanigans. Real. And somehow, today of all days, that's what saved me.
I've lost?
Egan scans the board state, but there's no mistake. I beat him. I actually won?
She won! We're saved!
Everyone in the cafe cheers and crowds around me to celebrate my victory. Oh, he's pouting. Egan's fist slams down on the table. Everything falls silent. Don't be a sore loser.
This can't be. My decks are tournament ready. We must play again.
But I beat you.
Best 2 out of 3.
Sir. 30 minutes later, when I've defeated him a second time, Egan slumps over in the booth. The crowd cheers again. Would you like to go best 3 out of 5? I shouldn't tempt fate by asking, but I'm actually having fun playing this old card game again.
No, once is a fluke, twice is truth.
Is that some Ornthonian saying? He drifts a palm over his arm and his dual platform disappears.
As you are the victor of our match, you may name your terms.
I'm so shocked by the fact that I beat him that nothing feels real for a moment. I can demand anything of Egan at this moment, and he must honor it.
What are your victor's demands?
Will you really give me anything I ask for?
Yes, so long as it's within my power.
There's a certain inflection to his tone that gives me pause. Earlier, his gaze held a touch of amusement and dwindling interest, but now he's gazing at me the way I probably look at animals I want to pet. I mean... Are you gonna monkey paw me? And if I say planet Earth, that doesn't include the humans? Imagine. It doesn't include the Earthians. Or maybe I'm just too jaded, where I'm like trying to figure out where the gotcha is. I don't know. What do you guys think? It could go either way.
I draw my entire deck.
Once you run out of cards to draw, you will automatically lose this duel.
Usually, yes. However, I'm Seto Kaiba. Now I summon one new deck.
Oh,
No.
Oh no. I'm gonna say safety for planet Earth. Then I'd appreciate it if you didn't subjugate our planet. Egan huffs.
You picked the most boring thing you could have asked for. But sure, done.
I'm also curious about loved ones. Thank you. I love his face.
I've given this planet amnesty. Move the ships.
As you command, Supreme Leader. His alien comrade appears and vanishes so fast I have whiplash. I thought Egan was talking to himself. Egan snaps his fingers and the red world outside regains its proper colors. Well, I'm happy he kept his word, but it must be stressful having everyone act on everything you say the second you say it.
Is your heart made of antimatter? Why would you rescue your planet?
because it's the right thing to do and I like it here well enough. His gaze is incredibly peculiar because of its immense intensity. That's all. I'd like to head home before the stress of all this actually hits me. I'd like to crash in private. Egan rises from the table when I do. Wait. Did you need something else? Yes, you. There's the sparkles. I fear that works on me. I fear this would work on me. Huh? What? I haven't had such a thrilling match in eons. You're welcome. Goodbye now. He kneels before me with a fist across his chest. My thoughts spin so fast it makes me dizzy. Why is he kneeling? What's the fastest way out of this conversation? Marry me. That's a little fast, sir. A shock of gasps filled the cafe. My sister squeals like she saw her favorite boy band celebrity. What? Me? No, never. I've never blushed in my life, actually. Right? I'm saying. I mean... What do you think, starshines? Agree or politely decline? Oh, all my bones are cracking. Play hard to get. No, sir. You have to do a little bit more than that. This alien is crazy. Sorry, but no. That's unfortunate. He bows his head, then raises it after a moment. I've never been so utterly smitten with another being in my entire existence. Please reconsider marrying me. The resources of millions of planets would be at your disposal. I fear I would love to hear that. You can't be serious. I'm completely serious. Wait, did he say millions of planets? What kind of stuff would aliens accumulate? Hold on, I'm getting sucked in by greed. That's enough. Look, it's a no. We don't know each other. I will remedy that during all the years we spend together. Oh no, he's cute. Oh no, he's cute. Please stand up. I will marry you. I don't want a husband. Then I'll be your wife. This dev deserves the world. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is gold. That wasn't the issue? Egan reaches inside his clothing and tugs out the fanciest space rock I've ever laid eyes upon. It hums and glows with ethereal blue light. It's so gorgeous, in fact, that I have to suppress my baser instincts to snatch up as shiny as if I were some boss I defeated in an RPG. I'm no better than a crow. I already said no. Goodbye. Aw, his face. Shiny. I seize my sister and sprint home so fast I probably set a new world record. The wind in my ears drowns out Egan's protests. Our front door slams closed. I twist both locks into place and struggle to catch my breath. My heart pounds so hard that I feel like I'm choking. This is right up there in the top 5 worst days of my life, Lynn. My sister leans against our front door, laughing. What do you mean? That was amazing. I would have accepted his proposal if I were you. Do you know how much publicity you'd get? You're more than welcome to go back for him. Absolutely not. He adores you, Queen of Games. Queen of Games? Sleepy like that. Sleepy like this title. Quit it. Gosh, think about how popular my matchmaking business would have been if you'd accepted. We could afford a house. We'd be better off than someone who won the lottery. I clutch my head at the psychic damage her words deal me. No, we're forgetting today ever happened. You literally just saved the planet, but you expect that to happen? Sleepy Muto. From now on, I don't exist. I'm going to lay so low, people will walk over me without realizing I'm a person. Mood. My sister cackles with sheer delight and eases away from the front door. She rubs my back comfortingly. Okay, I'm done teasing you. But seriously, what you just accomplished is phenomenal. You saved the planet from invasion. I guess it is pretty cool, huh? It's beyond that. You're amazing. It'll be even more amazing to put this all behind me. You bet it will. And what better way to do that than by having takeout before going to bed? Of course, if there's anything my sister never forgets, it's food and romance. Sure, pass me my phone. Uh-oh. Is he gonna blow up our phone? Not literally. Oh my god. I head to bed with my stomach full and relax into a dreamless sleep. I don't know where those aliens will go, but I'll take solace in the fact everything will be back to normal tomorrow. Two hunks of metal close over my arms the following morning with a firm clank. What? I glance up at the two alarmingly beautiful, fragile-looking men who cuffed me before I could have a sip of coffee in my living room. Sleepy Reeves, you're being detained. Do not resist. The peaceful sleep I had last night drifts away in the wind. Lynn's as still as a statue nearby with half a bagel in her mouth. I'm sorry? Why? Did you think your life would go back to normal after what you did? Lynn? What's going on? I don't know either. They're both cute, so I opened the door. Our sister... She doesn't have her priorities straight. Every day I worry more that my sister will be kidnapped by someone who tricks her into joining the black market solely because they're beautiful. Is that seriously the only reason you opened our door? When she looks away guiltily, I give up. She and I may live on the same planet, but clearly we don't exist in the same universe. We haven't since childhood. I'm sorry, but again, why am I being arrested? Better yet, do you have a warrant? Hi, Rabu. Handsome alien bee twirls his glimmering locks and produces a document. Do you think we're brutes? Of course we have a warrant. You have violated Section B of Ornithonian law, which mandates you must honor all agreed upon terms of a duel. But I dueled Egan and won. Our business was over. It wasn't. No, because our sister agreed to a date after the duel. Oh my gosh, have a good snooze, honeybee, and a good lurk. Get those memes. Are you kidding me? What did I miss? Why, your date, of course. I'm about to tear my hair out. You agreed here and agreed up that following an amicable duel, you'd partake in a casual date. Rebel, I need to tell you that this alien manifested a duel disc and we fought. We played Yu-Gi-Oh! For the fate of planet Earth. Yeah, and then we beat his ass so hard he wanted to marry us. And when we said we didn't want a husband, he said he'd be our wife, and it was the best thing I've ever seen.
I summon 500 Blue Eyes White Dragons! Now I shall fuse my 500 dragons together! Say hello to my Blue Eyes Excellent, Perfect, Ultimate Excellent Dragon!
You can't be serious. We're completely serious. And how could you be so cruel, Earthian? Our prince remained in the cafe until closing for the likes of you. Yeah, well, we waited 2.5 hours. He's a laughingstock of your planet now. Good. There are clips of him all over your infernal apps, WooTube and WickWalk of him abandoned in that cafe. Alien B whips out a device that looks eerily like a tablet. There are thousands of trending videos of Egan alone at the table I ditched him at. Countless compilations have a desaturated Egan with rain effects and sad violin playing in the background. Others have edited various sparkles, flowers, or animal ears onto him and are worshipping him as their new internet baby girl. This is too real. This is too accurate to real life. You must be kidding. I saved the world and they turned the alien overlord, who absolutely would have subjugated Earth, into a meme. I'd laugh if it went worse in my situation. Instead, I adjust my glasses. Wait, I don't wear glasses. Are these the ones I snatched yesterday? I take the glasses off and silently apologize to the stranger I snagged them from as I tuck them into my breast pocket. Look, they're calling him Rizliz. Who knows what that... We know what that means. We looked it up. He waited 4 whole hours for you to return, and now his reputation is tarnished. Is that the real reason I'm being arrested? No, you're being arrested as per the warrant terms. This is but an extra transgression of yours. Okay, so I just have to date Egan to make amends, right? Where's our new date location? Prison? It was a joke, but the Ornthonians look at me like I'm some kind of deranged savage. It's with great reluctance that we escort you back to the mothership. You'd do well to keep your mouth shut until then. Well, that should be easy enough. Sis, you're really going? I doubt I have another choice. You could resist, but then we'd have to seal you in the transport cube. Like Gojo? As I'm sure you've never condensed to a ninth of your size before, I suggest you come willingly. Yeah, I definitely don't want whatever that is. Okay, lead me to Egan. Let's get this over with. The inside of the mothership is concerningly clean and sterile, and everything around me glows and hums. Handsome alien A and B stand guard beside me, showing no signs of leaving. I guess they don't trust me not to bolt again, which, as ill-advised as it would be, is absolutely something I do. Enjoy your ad break. Welcome back from our ad break. I hope you didn't find the limit of your love and Magoogaed it up. Wagmsk. Wagmk. Magooka. Hello?
Wagms. Nah. Maguka.
Nah, Magooka. Nah, it's Magooka. I'm terrified out of my mind. Oh yeah, let's go on this date. I'm terrified out of my mind, but I'm quite immaculate at masking it, all things considered. I have all those years in customer service to thank for that. Oh, he cut his hair? Or is that's not Egan. Okay, I see. A space door slides open and an alien wearing similar clothes to Egan comes through. There you are, contract violator. He dismisses the aliens that escorted me with a wave of his palm. I trust they filled you in on why you're here? Yes, sir. Good, then I'll skip the formalities. You have violated Ornthonian dual law, but we're offering you a chance at reparations. Apparently, all these aliens are handsome, yes. It seems like it. I get it. Where's Egan? I'll apologize and then take him out on our date. Though, to be fair, he was insanely late first. I'll stop you right there since you've clearly misunderstood the gravity of what you've done. Our prince fulfilled all his contractual obligations to you. Every last one. One date is not enough to remedy that. Do I have to pay money or something? You think your measly Earthian currency would suffice for the transgressions you've committed? He glares at me like I insulted his mother. Wait, does he have a mother? How do alien families work? A single paltry handful of hours is but a scrap of paper in a blazing bonfire compared to what you owe now. This humiliation will not stand. You must increase the amends by 3 times that of the original investment. So, 3 dates instead of 1? Correct. What the? Why did he have such a grandiose build-up for something he could have answered in 1 sentence? I like the music cutting out. The alien unfolds a scroll. The term violator henceforth shall validate these terms with the infringed upon party. If you select any Ornthonians other than the harmed party, you will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Pardon. Could you, repeat that? The term violator henceforth shall validate these... No, just the last part. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. But I saved the world yesterday. So you did, until you left that cafe. Oh, that's how they get you, with the bloody fine print. Failure to honor all 3 dates within 1 Earthian week will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Failure to reconcile faithfully with the appropriate attitude during each date will render the aforementioned dual terms void. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Any attempt to terminate this contract will render the aforementioned dual terms void, and recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. The scoring of your efforts will be observed each evening by 2 other chief Ornthonians. I can already see it. The internet might be dunking on Egan now, but they'll be ripping me apart later. My total failure to save the world will extinguish any chance I had at descendants, and that's if the aliens don't take me out first. If you understood, then sign here, here, and here. I signed the document. Maybe we should have agreed to marriage. 3 dates is a cheap price to pay to save the universe. The alien rolls the document back up with a jerk of his wrist. I'm pleased that you understand your situation, but displeased you asked so few questions. I have few other choices, and my heart may give out if I have to hear that Earth is the price for my failure again. Not true. You could forsake the entirety of your Earthian planet. At this point, I'm convinced this guy enjoys saying that. Where's Egan?
Preoccupied, he will seek you out once he is informed. And who are the chief Ornthonians that'll be observing us? Nabo and myself. I suggest you carefully consider how you'll offer your reparations starting now. And your name is... Andel. And what does this scoring entail? The hard party will and must score each of the days they spend with you out of 100. Oh my god, and he's gonna rate me? Why do these dates sound like glorified job interviews? You may only leave the ship once you've hit the green button, affirming you once again agree to the terms I've laid out to you and that you understand them. The alien gestures behind me, and the switch with 2 buttons rises out of the floor. One is red, the other is green. Once you've hit the green button, I'll remove your imprisonments. I suppose he's talking about my handcuffs? They're seriously heavy. I'd rather have them removed sooner as opposed to later. So, I approach the podium with the buttons. I can't imagine Egan will score me well, considering the bad blood between us after yesterday. However, there's nothing I can do about that now. I cast a longing glance at the red button. However, I'd rather not doom the world, and I understand everything Andel said. I mean, we're gonna hit the green button. After a moment of consideration, I press the green button. My meeting with Egan started this whole fiasco. I only hope it'll be easy to fix. Other than the neat sound the button made, there's no noticeable change. Andel stifles a laugh into his palm. Why is he laughing? Now I'm nervous. Brilliant choice. I'm certain our prince will be positively bioluminescent at your decision. You may leave. He will contact you within the hour. The fuck are you laughing at? The air around my wrist heats up, and my handcuffs clunk to the floor. Return home. If we cannot locate you within the hour, you will render the aforementioned dual terms void. Recompense shall be the entirety of your Earthian planet. Enough, dude. I understand. Thanks, Andel. I'll do that. The spaceship doors open, and a wide ramp allows me to walk down into the city center. However, unlike my convoy to the mothership, there's a mob of people below. Oh, and contract violator? Yes. Best of luck to you. As you Earthians are fond of saying, you'll need it this time. What a... The ramp transforms beneath my feet when the door closes. I slide down to the asphalt, scuffing my jeans on the pavement in the process. Ouch! Hey, jerk! But Andel is already out of earshot. The massive crowd is full of people taking photos, dining, and chatting. There are new vans and protesters alike. It's a haunting amount of people. There she is! She finally came out! Every last person in the mob focuses on me. This is my nightmare. Miss, please tell us how it was inside the mothership. I'm sorry, I don't have time to chat. I need to head home. She got probed? You can't just ask the lady if she got probed. People crowd me and push in so close I can hardly breathe without getting a mouthful of microphone foam or an eyeful of flash glare. How long you been in contact with these aliens? I don't want to talk to you people. Let me pass. Does this invasion have any connection to Area 51? When are you leaving Earth? How many inhabitable space colonies are in our solar system, did they tell you? Please let me through. Just one question. I don't want to answer any questions, and I have something time-sensitive to do. Please move. For the sake of humankind, you ought to answer, young lady. I'm blinded by the amount of photos people take of me. Who even uses flash photography in this day and age? Ugh, hey, stop. But the cameras keep flashing. Nausea shoots through me as though I just played a game with terrible first-person camera physics. Never in my life have I wished Lynn was with me as much as I do now. That's enough! Egan drapes fabric over me, cutting me off from the crowd. He rests a hand on my back and guides me forward. I hold on to his arm to steady myself. A line of his soldiers have parted the crowd. Though an eerie hush has fallen over them, there's finally enough room for me to walk and breathe. Supreme Leader, your route is clear. Thank you, but I'm not the primary concern. Sleepy, are you okay? It does, doesn't it? No, I feel sick and I can barely see thanks to all the flash photography. My grip on his arm tightens. I just want to go home.
Let me assist.
About 20 minutes later, we ease through my front door. He sets me down gently in the living room.
Hey, water, now.
Yes, Supreme Leader. There's a tall glass of water between my palms a moment later. I drink some. It soothes my strained throat. I'm so happy to be home, but a whole news van convoy is outside, filled with people intent on invading my privacy. Lynn was right. This publicity won't go away in a day.
Do you feel better?
Marginally.
I shall accept that as an improvement, no matter how slight. Why did you leave the mothership alone?
Are you kidding? Andal dumped me outside like I was garbage. He told me to hurry home so I could meet you.
You have my sincerest apologies. That will not happen again.
So Andal was just being a dick. I'm gonna fight him. But me getting mobbed by that crowd will. I open my mouth again, but hold my tongue after seeing Egan's troubled expression. I'm allowed to be angry, but what's the point in yelling at him specifically? According to his customs, he didn't do anything wrong following my win yesterday. And the excitement he had about meeting me was genuine. The fact that he's an alien from another planet can't be helped. I realize then how quiet it is and that Egan's waiting patiently for me to finish. I have nothing else to say, so don't look at me like that.
You seemed like you had many grievances to divulge.
I did, but forget it.
Then, as I may only assume, correct me if I'm wrong, I apologize again, Sleepy. I understood Earthians were a curious bunch, but I didn't expect them to be so rude. In the interest of disrupting your life the least while fulfilling our contract, I'll do something about this.
Hell, not even celebrities can manage that thanks to gossip magazines and overzealous fans.
I have given you my word. Please trust it.
He has such unwavering promise in his eyes that I nod my head before I've thought any more about it.
Besides, it'll be difficult to court you if we can't have any time alone together. I will return to the promised time.
Oh, he's cute.
I'm weak.
I glance at the clock. There's still another half an hour before I'm supposed to officially meet Egan. What exactly does he plan to do in that time? What exactly do you plan to... But he's gone. Air remains where he once stood. It won't be easy to solve the issue with the press. Egan won't be late, right? Though I suppose if he is this time around, it'd be a shortcut to me saving the universe. Guess I should shower. After all, I only had enough time to brush my teeth and make coffee before I was dragged out of the house. That very cup is still sitting on the coffee table. I want a bath. 26 minutes later, I feel more presentable than cute. It'll have to do. Egan will be here in a few minutes. Concerningly, I haven't seen Lynn since I returned. Lynn, you home? I send her a text when there's no reply. The front door opens. I gasp seeing my sister. She's red-faced and teary. Lynn, what happened to you? What should I do? I may have to give them back. Huh? Look, before that, close the door. The news vans are gone. All of them. The block is completely cleared. Wow. He really got rid of them all? Yes, he did. Isn't it horrible? What? Horrible? Huh? My sister flails her arms. I worked so hard to corral everyone who's anyone outside her door, but Egan ruined everything. Why would you think we would like that? Wait, you called those privacy violators? Of course. How am I supposed to monetize this if nobody can see you? I would think you would know that your sister would hate this. Damn it, Lynn. Have you a clue how hard it was to get home? They practically trampled me. I'd love to get trampled. Anyone who's anybody gets trampled. Girl. Hey, do you hear yourself? Do you? My stream ended abruptly. I think Egan jammed the network. I can't give back all the Uber chats I got, and I promised my viewers an exclusive. Wow.
My sister seizes my shoulders and starts patting down my clothes. What? Stop! What are you doing? Finding a spot for the body cam. Lynn, I think you're actually crazy. What's crazy is letting this opportunity slip after how hard I worked. Can I live a day in this house without you hustling everything you meet for everyone you meet for $1? Have some integrity. Integrity keeps you poor. Put on the cam. She practically tears my clothes open, but I nearly tear her hair out. Oh my god. Are you for real? Hands off! Ouch! Ow! Cooperate, damn it! What kind of sister are you? Not one you can walk all over, that's for sure. The doorbell rings. Lynn and I freeze in the midst of our flight. A fight. I've put 2 fingers up her nose to fend her off, and she's got a death grip on my wrist and ear. A familiar humming gently reverberates through our helm from outside. Sleepy? My sister pats me down, steps back, and is a picture of excellence as she skips over to the entryway. She tugs the door open. Brother-in-law, come in! Lynn, I swear to God. I swear to God. Stop it. I'm saying. Oh, you shameless? Sister-in-law, it's good to see you. Of course he'd like that. Bro, stop. Egan's equally as shameless. He said that without missing a single beat. He eases the door closed behind him and offers my sister a luxuriously wrapped package as big as her head. I heard it's earthy and custom to bring a gift for one's host. Oh my gosh, you didn't have to, but thank you. While she's tearing open the package with noises so shamefully gleeful, I worry our mother is preparing a slipper to throw from across the country. Egan crosses to me. I'm punctual this time. Huh? Yes, you are. Good job. Shall we head out? He gives me a once-over. You look beautifully combat ready. What? Oh, thanks. You too? Those pants are a brilliant choice. You like them? Exceedingly. You'll have enviable mobility. Mobility for what? I'm not screaming. My sister's excited screech distracts me. Egan's men fill our entire foyer with presents, clothing, and baskets of goods. And more keep coming. I need floor space to live here? Shush! My sister gives me a glare that all the demons in hell would tremble seeing. Brother-in-law, are all these for us too? Her face. They are. It's the least I can do considering you're hosting us. Wait, what? Who's hosting who? The mothership was parked at your city center until they gave me this. Egan places a yellow ticket on my palm. It's from the host police department. Pretty ballsy of the police to ticket an alien prince. Your mothership was blocking a flight path, and they threatened to fine you if you didn't move? Yes, so I've relocated to the airspace above your home at present. I suppose that's why he's laying it on thick with gifts. Considering he helped me out earlier, I'll let his spaceship be. Oh, you can move it right in alongside the gifts. What she means is you're free to park your ship where it is. Thank you. Shall we commence with our date? Okay, we're getting to our first date. Yes, let's go. I stride towards the door and Egan follows. We have to climb over the mound of gifts to make it outside the front door. Anytime I struggle with a particularly precarious bit, Egan offers me a hand and helps me. Should we assist Lynn with getting all this inside before we go? And deny her the chance to roleplay a dragon with an impressive horde? I think not. I've never heard those words in that order. What do you mean? You know, dragons and hordes of gold. Egan shakes his head. Interesting, but dating him should be my primary focus. We can talk about dragons. Egan and I make it downtown undisturbed. Most people give us a curious passing glance, but that's it. Thanks, Slim Boney. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what he did or how, but I'm thankful. Maybe now I can enjoy the day. There's no rule stating I must be miserable while trying to save the world. Considering it's our first day, a classic date would be best. My plan is to start simple and gradually work my way up, adding interest and fun to our dates as we go. Today I've planned a simple picnic in the park with him. Oh, picnic. I want to go on a picnic. Here's the plan. We're going to buy ingredients from the supermarket, create the food for our picnic, and then enjoy it together in the park. What's a picnic? It's a type of outing where you pack food you make to eat outdoors. Implying that most of your Earthian meals are eaten indoors? Is a meal outside such a special rarity? I guess it is. I've never thought about it deeply before. If it's such a rarity, what are they doing? Egan points at a passerby devouring a taco while he chats into an earpiece. Is that not a picnic? No, that's someone walking and eating. He's probably working. He points at a young woman on a bench finishing a crepe. Then that's a picnic? Nope, she bought that at the stall next to her. He points to a third person absolutely demolishing a bento box with rolls, onigiri, and some type of salad. What about that picnic? Egan, us having the picnic would tell you more about it than trying to decipher what it is from various strangers. How confounding. I'll patiently await answers on this picnic. I laugh a little despite my situation. Now that I'm meaningfully spending time with him, this is kind of nice. Looks like he isn't holding a grudge about yesterday. Come, we'll buy ingredients first. Think about what you'd like to eat while we shop. He's not gonna have any idea what he wants to eat. I grab a cart and pilot it around the supermarket, scooping up ingredients as I go. What a peculiar instrument. Egan stares pointedly at our shopping cart. A container used to hold other containers of varying shapes and viscosities. Why are there holes in it? I've never considered that before either. Then consider it now. If its purpose is to hold things, why not make it a solid? Does anyone know why shopping carts aren't solid? I've never thought about it. Probably because it's cheaper and also so you can see what's inside, true. Can one not simply stare into the cart? Not every human is tall enough for that? Egan gasps. Where are these fabled little Earthians? I must take one back to Ornthon. Unless you want a very startling title from the police, I don't think you can. And what moniker is that? Egan, we're here to shop, remember? Here. I tear my grocery list in half. If you would kindly fetch the rest of A Duel at Last. I've prepared myself for this moment. Huh? Wait. He slaps the list I gave him against the alien wristwatch instrument on its arm. A shower of particles shoots out from the screen, and all the ingredients I had left to buy cycle through as holograms. What? You're finally challenging me. I'll fetch everything on this list. Count on me to complete this quest before you. Oh my gosh. It basically is just a lower cost in weight. That makes sense. But yeah, never thought about it before. Hey, hold on. I wasn't... He races away into the store without hearing another word. Frankly, I don't trust him to return with everything we need. Hell, I didn't get to ask him what he wanted to eat at our picnic. True, if it was solid, it would just get filled with water in the room. I'd hoped to bring that up naturally while shopping. Oof, my neck. In the end, I pick up all the ingredients I need without seeing Egan again a single time. Which is why it's especially surprising when I finally spot him waiting by the entranceway, bags in hand. Sleepy, I've bested you. Have you? This wasn't a competition. Of course it was. It wasn't. We're dating each other today, remember? Yes, hence why we're dueling. All courtship on Ornthon is like this. A receipt materializes on his wristwatch and 3D prints in real time. When it's finished, he passes the paper to me. Behold my prowess of Earthian culture. He actually found all the ingredients I asked for, and it seems he was done 7 minutes after we separated. He spent a whopping $89.78. It's a staggering price considering I told him to fetch diced chicken, celery, red onion, butterhead lettuce, and bread. Oh, I picked all this up too, look. I pass him my receipt. Impossible. Oh no, he's sweating.
How come your bill is only $34.82? We collected the same items.
I shop here all the time and use their coupons. Nobody can pay those inflated prices without them.
They blew up my prices and that's how I lost.
Oh, that's not at all. You know what? Sure. It was the corporations.
Blast! I've been bested once again.
I think it also helps that the butcher here likes me. He always sets aside the best discounted meat for me.
I cannot defy him, as I too would have given you a deal on my meat.
Don't say it like that. Egan, please, please don't say it like that. Oh my god. Phrasing. Are we still doing phrasing? Wilty comes in just to go, huh? He would have given me a deal on his meat. That's what he said. Don't laugh, Sleepy. Whatever you do, don't laugh. He's very serious about that in a completely innocent way. If you're done, shall we head back to my house?
Yes, I'll race you, and this time I'll win.
Again, it's not a competition. We can go together.
Yeah!
He hefts his bags high and sprints out the door. No! That makes it sound like I said it. No! We walked here together, but I suppose I'll be alone on my way back. That's funny, though. I didn't intend to battle him, but if he's gonna jump at every opportunity, I may as well humor him. I make it home and set my bags down in the foyer to rest my arms. Oh. Egan's nowhere to be seen. His spaceship is parked above our house, so I doubt he's lost, but then, where is he? Actually, I don't see him or any of the presents he gave us. Did Lynn pack up everything already? After setting the bags on the coffee table, I hunt for Egan and my sister. I open the front door and step out onto the street. I hear labored panting up the block to my right. Egan's carrying his groceries, but he's sweating profusely. Based on the gestures of the guards surrounding him, they're begging him to relinquish the bags, but he keeps refusing. He stiffens when he sees me.
You've won again.
He bounds over.
How? I took our exact route back and didn't see you pass me.
I point to the bus dropping people off across the street. Transit is how.
Vehicles were allowed. I ran for as long as I could.
Egan's arms go limp. Oh!
Supreme Leader, I tried to tell you. Enough. I wish to head inside. This planet's sweltering sun and heat, mixed with the persistent weight of this sustenance, is unbearable.
He slinks inside and places his grocery bags near my sofa. He flops onto the couch and sinks back into it. As he's still breathing hard, I pass him some water.
Thank you.
Egan's guard materializes beside me, sprinkles a powder into Egan's water, then vanishes. After a stir, Egan sips at it. I wonder what that powder was. When you're ready, we'll start on the food for our picnic in the kitchen. Egan nods and sits up. He's barely caught his breath, so I squeeze his shoulder and encourage him to rest longer. You don't have to come now. Wait until you feel better.
That time is now!
Oh my gosh. Egan, you can hardly breathe.
That's no excuse. I shall prepare for the next thing.
The music cues are so good. It's the briefest glimpse into the grueling Orthonian schedule. No, relax. We have plenty of time before the picnic. You can stay here for a bit.
I am ready!
I can't get through to him. His competitiveness is too deeply ingrained. So I sit beside him on the couch. Our next competition takes place here. That's why I told you to stay.
Yes, it's time for our next grand duel.
He perks up. Yes, and the rules are this. We must relax here for 5 minutes. Whoever relaxes more wins.
How will we decide the winner?
I hadn't thought that far ahead, but of course he'd ask that. By resting heart rate?
That will suffice.
Does he have a heart like a human heart? Then let's relax. I settle into the sofa and Egan does the same. I check my watch.
It's been a while since I sat down intent on doing nothing. It's harder than I remember, especially as I'm currently focused on picnic prep. I plan to make chicken salad sandwiches and egg salad sandwiches. Then I'll chop up some watermelon slices for a light snack. We have ingredients in the cupboards for simple chocolate mousse cups too. I think that would be fun to make with Egan. Speaking of, I glance beside me and burst into giggles when I see Egan. What on earth are you doing?
Relaxing the Earthian way.
He's decked out with an eye mask and swathed in a cozy blanket despite the sweltering sun outside. He's got a mug of tea in one hand and a book he can't possibly be reading without the sight in the other hand. If that's what works for you, I won't disturb you.
You're peculiar.
Do you mean that as a compliment?
Yes, I only find utterly ordinary things disturbing.
What would an alien classify as ordinary? If I think about it too much, I'll fail at relaxing, so I close my eyes instead. 3 neat beeps eventually go off once 5 minutes have passed. Time's up. Egan sheds the blanket and lifts his eye mask. 2 cucumbers flop onto his thighs. I believe you won this one. Congratulations. The guards who've been following Egan around materialize. Oh my gosh. What the? How did I win at relaxing? Each of them taps their wrist and digitized information flashes across the screen. Oh my, see, alien biology. That's a really low resting heart rate. I mean, it's probably normal, but I have a high heart rate, so that to me that's really low. 62. Oh my gosh. This was not a fair duel. One screen has a steady heartbeat while the other is racing so fast you could stuff it in a sports car and speed off. Why is your heart beating so fast? Are you okay? Egan hides behind one of his palms. Or is it because he's nervous? I was nervous sitting here next to you. I like you too much. Oh no, he's adorable. What am I gonna do? That's... I stifle my laughter, but not very well. He gives me a half-hearted glare when I really break out into a fit. You're adorable, Egan.
Adorable? I can take that as a positive emotional response, correct?
Yes, you can. Come with me. I grasp Egan's hand and tug him up from the sofa. Probably mine too, Kamitan. In the kitchen, Egan stands beside me. We have all our ingredients on the counter. Our next duel is making food for the picnic. We're making egg sandwiches, chicken salad sandwiches, cutting watermelon, and making chocolate mousse for dessert. The goal is to make the food as aesthetically pleasing as possible within the time limit. I want to be out of here in an hour. The timer starts as soon as we settle on who's making what. I glance up at the crowd of aliens on the other side of my counter. As any good sibling would, I lump my sister in with them. They clap for Egan and I as if we're professional chefs streaming recipes. Sounds quite educational.
Supreme Leader, we're rooting for you!
Woo, go sis! This is a much needed break from editing my haul video. Oh my god, Lynn. I shouldn't be surprised. Well, now I knew what Lynn was doing. She must have had her headphones on upstairs when I called her. Hi, Choco. Thanks, but you don't need to cheer. We're doing simple cooking. My bets are on my sister winning this. She's a stellar cook. I'd know. She's fed me for years.
That may be so, but our Supreme Leader has an impeccable palate.
Well, only some of them are handsome aliens. So maybe not all of them are handsome. Smells like a chocolate iguana. How you, Choco?
Cosmaroni?
I haven't. We should fix that. Lynn sticks her hand out to the aliens. 2 of them hurriedly slap their wristwatches and hunt for what I presume is the recipe. Hi, Yama Yama. For my sanity, I pretend I no longer know her. Egan, I think it's only fair if we each make 1 dessert and 1 sandwich. Full of an omelet.
When you say sandwich, you're talking about that food that uses 2 pieces of bread with a filling between them, yes? I am. I'll let you go first. Choose what you want to make. Interestingly enough, Egan chooses to make hi, yummy yummy. What do you think he chooses to make? You ate a sandwich, it was delicious. Let's go. Ugh. That sounds like something a chocolate lizard would say. Egg sandwich. He's gonna make egg sandwich and mousse. As I'm uncertain how familiar he is with cooking, I watch him. When he's boiled the eggs to perfection, I decide he'll be okay and focus on my dishes. The chicken from the market is cooked and diced, so I dumped it into the awaiting bowl with the rest of the spices a sandwich needs. I dice celery and onions and toss them in. Following a generous dollop of mayo, I mix the filling, then set about loading the sandwiches. Chocolate covered wilty. I seal them in cling wrap, then set them to chill in the fridge before cutting. With that finished, I slice up the watermelon and seal each slice in a plastic container. When we were young, Lynn loved when I jammed popsicle sticks into the bottom of each slice so they were easier to hold. Ice cream and popsicles were a rare treat for us back when we lived with our parents. That's a lot of mimis, Yama. If you add all that together, 20 mimis. Enough time has passed. I unwrap the sandwiches, slice off the crust, and slice them horizontally so that they maintain their shape in the glass container. I pull out my dessert and display it beside the sandwiches. I'm no professional chef, but it's a beautiful spread, and I finished everything with 15 minutes left to spare. The scent of fresh bread stops me. Uh-oh. Did he bake? The kitchen is also several degrees hotter, which makes sense since I hear the oven door shutting beside me. The aliens clap and there's a familiar plonk of a baking sheet. Amazing work, Supreme Leader. Your sandwiches are of unparalleled beauty. I'm confused about what those are, but the spirit's there. Egan's sandwiches lay on the baking sheet I usually make cookies on. Said sandwiches are actually puff pastries. He cuts one in two and the steaming filling pours out. They're stunning and I'm impressed by the beautifully golden brown exterior, but a puff pastry isn't a sandwich. My sister lunges up with her phone and snaps photos of my food and Egan's. I finished but a few seconds after you this time, Sleepy. I point at Egan's tray. What are those? Sandwiches. Oh, honey. Those are puff pastries with a filling. A sandwich needs bread. There is bread. I use the entire sliced loaf to make the required dough. How? What? That shouldn't be possible? Yeah, besides, we call a slab of ice cream between two cookies a sandwich. There's no bread involved there at all. Lynn, be quiet if you aren't helping me. She draws a fake zipper across her lips and returns to snapping photos. Would you kindly try the sandwich I've made before you reject it? Look at that shit-eating grin. We'll try the sandwich, right? We gotta at least give it a taste. Fine, I'll give it a try. Our audience claps as I collect the piece Egan offers me. This is gonna be hot egg salad puff pastry. Just lifting the pastry emphasizes its luxuriousness, the alluring, flaky golden brown exterior, and the scent of the gently baked filling. I swallow to keep from salivating and chomp into the pastry. It was so delicious that you forgot your entire argument and the meaning of your existence. Ending number 6, unidentified frying object. We got invaded. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that's the end of our stream today. I definitely want to play this one more too, I think. Because what the heck? I wasn't expecting that either. This is Love Limit on Steam. It's free and it's part of the OTOME Games Celebration collection. After this week, I might pick this one and Your Crown Is Mine up again and play more of them. We will see. But I want to be able to give every other game a chance this week too. That was fun. I liked Egan. It was cute. The writing was really funny. The art was really cute. I didn't expect to get invaded by delicious egg salad puff pastry, and it just completely broke my mind apparently. So I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Is there anyone in the same category? Wait. Why is my computer making noises at me? At 20, let's fluff and go. Let's go. You love to see it. A 3, you love to see that too. Oops, I did not mean to click on this, but I did. Hold on, are they ending? I gotta make sure. Oh, I think they're ending. No. So the other person playing Love Limit is ending their stream as well, so I have to find someone else. I know. I know. So I think we're gonna wait. Oh my gosh, that'd be fun. But I hope not because I don't want them to waste their raid. We're gonna raid Teal, who's playing Baldur's Gate 3 with a friend, it seems like. If you're reading with us on Twitch, we typically do Sleepy Invade with or without the follower emo. If you're chilling with us on YouTube, you just get to sit there and love your limits. Thank you for joining me again for day 2 of OTOME Games Celebration. Again, this is Love Limit. Check out some of those games. I will see you tomorrow for our next game, which is Of the Lilies. Be good, be safe, and yes, Mimi, I tuck all the starshines in, I smooch your forehead. Mwah.